Sills-Traush, Director of the Faith in Action Ministry at the Franciscan Renewal Center. In this Ministry Minute, I would like to introduce you to Mark Klim. Mark is one of our instructors in our certificate program in Nonviolence Leadership in the Way of St. Francis. Mark teaches nonviolence and conflict reconciliation in the Kingian principles. He is also a member of our Season for Nonviolence Committee and was once a part of the Peace Day Committee. So welcome, Mark.
Hello. I am so happy to be here today and so happy to be a member and part of the CASA community. I'm here today to ask you to consider the Nonviolent Leadership in the Way of St. Francis certificate program. I particularly am an instructor in the Nonviolence and Kingian principles. This program was developed by Dr. Lafayette, who was one of the first recipients of the Peace Award here at the CASA. He worked for many years with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. through the civil rights movements, and he developed this curriculum that I'm happy to bring to you today. And Dr. King, where did he get these? He was a minister. He learned it from the Gospels, from Jesus, and also the practical application of Gandhi, who put these principles into action in India. Okay, well, you might ask, well, why should I take part of my valuable time and resources to go through a program such as this? Well, people who've gone through the program, and I myself, have grown deeper in faith. Some people have found that this is a method to grow deeper in their faith. And just yesterday at one of our nonviolence committee meetings, a fellow member, Mauro, commented about how learning about nonviolence is an inner journey that leads to outward action. Today, our outward worldly society teaches that violence is normal. 15,000 kids in Arizona alone are in foster care right now, resulting of abuse and neglect. We're in the middle of a 10-year war. Some people think it's going to go on for another 30 years. Domestic violence, gun violence, divorce, they're at epidemic levels. Again, our worldly society teaches that violence is normal in many ways, but we have many graces, and fortunately there are things we can do about it. Well, we can turn this around. There are things we can do to grow ourselves. I think that we need to put into practice and learn as much about nonviolence as the world teaches us about the effects of violence. And in fact, there's many positive trends. Wars are actually on the decrease internationally. Violent crime in the U.S. is going down. And we can do things to keep that trend moving in the right direction. The Nonviolence Leadership Program in the Way of St. Francis is a certificate program, and there's many wonderful opportunities to learn more about how to put nonviolence into practice. For example, there's courses on compassionate communication, on mindfulness, on Catholic social teaching, and what I'd like to tell you a little bit more about is the Kingian nonviolence program that we have. Okay, in the nonviolence program, in all humility, we do get some good testimonials from people who've gone through it. It's a 2-day course, and we have several different modules that are interactive. We have a lot of small group work that you have with your peers, and then we come back as a group and discuss them. We cover topics such as identifying what violence is, what it does to the other person, and what it does to us. We talk about the levels and types of conflict and what to do about those. And we focus on the 6 principles and the 6 steps of nonviolence as were codified, if you will, by Martin Luther King Jr. For example, the principles involve courage. It involves the end goal is the beloved community. We talk about attacking the forces of evil, but not people. We talk about accepting suffering, and what does that mean? We also look at inner peace and outer peace, and it wraps up very nicely with a deep faith that the universe is on the side of justice. Now, the steps are practical ways that we can put those principles into action, and we go over those as well. They cover things like educating ourselves about what is the conflict, what are all the issues. We want to be educated before we go into negotiations. We want to educate our fellows about that and the people that we may be in conflict with. We also then go into negotiation, and if that doesn't work, in a loving way, in a nonviolent way, we may take more direct action. But the end goal is always reconciliation. We want to win over the opponent, not to beat them down, not to prove our point, but to develop that beloved community. If you are interested more in what the nonviolence program is in Kenyan nonviolence and the larger certificate program, please consider it. Personally, for me, I can say that I learn more every time I instruct the course, and it's been very meaningful for me and my family, and others have said that it's helped them too.
If you'd like to know more about our certificate program in the way of St. Francis, I encourage you to go on our website or to give us a call at the Franciscan Renewal Center. We have courses starting at all times of the year, and you could find your way into learning and developing a nonviolent approach to all of your situations in your life.